Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading for September. So your reading is a little last, and I apologize, but you know what they say, you save the best for last. So hopefully this finds you in good timing. Okay, so I'm gonna change up the reading a little bit. If you watched in August, we're gonna have the same like dynamic of a reading, except for instead of doing an oracle reading, I'm gonna do a karma reading for you with an Avalonian oracle message, and then the second part, the tarot reading will be from the Crystal Tarot, clarified by the Gypsy Fortune. So we'll get these out of the way and get started on your reading. So as far as the all right, let me go this way. Okay. So as far as the karma reading, this blue piece here, this is like the outcome portion. So this is what you can expect in September. And then I'm going to flip it, and then I'll tell you the action step that you have to take in order to accomplish this. So for you this month, you have the planet of Pluto. If I'm not mistaken, I think Pluto is in retrograde, maybe it's been in retrograde, or it's coming up, or we just came out of it. It's something like that. So you have the planet of Pluto in the sign of Aquarius in the 5th house. So on a spiritual level, the need for control of, genius to experiment with, the power of love. Now, the way I would take this, like spiritually, you could have had, like with this Pluto energy, a death and a rebirth. Okay, so you may need to experiment, like use your mind, your analytical mind, and see how you can, the power of love, see how you can work with that. Now, the power of love, that may, I think Celine Dion had a song, The Power of Love. So maybe you should, you could try and listen to that song this month and see if that somewhat opens up your heart and your mind to love. So then with that might be telling me with this Pluto energy that there was a change, or you could have, because of the energy shifts, you could have spirit, like this is a spirit level, like on your soul, okay? Like on the soul level, you could have shed old facets or facets of yourself, that your soul is now wanting to release these old things and now open up to new things. And what better way to open up than to open up to love? So on a mental level, you'll need to watch your thoughts this month, because there is an obsession with the discoveries of investment, gambles, and other games. You may be obsessing over how you can, those little get rich quick schemes. I had to put it out like that. It's my dyslexia. So there could be a lot of mental chatter, mental discussions, mental conversations. You could be thinking of new ways. You could run into people, or like at the gas stations, or like at a party or something, or cookout, and you hear them talking about their gambling and the money and the bets and the things they're winning. And so you're just like, you'll drop anything at that moment to either stand close to them and listen, or go talk to them and listen to what they're saying and get their ideas, or like their plays, like how, because I know like some people are like, I played this and this card at the gas station on this day of the month. So you could be, because there is this 5th house right here. This is like taking risk, making a gamble. On the physical front, there's a power struggle resulting from the eccentricity of your creations. So this Pluto, now keep in mind too, we have Mercury retrograde this month. So Mercury is all about communication and like the mental conflict. So you've got Pluto and then this Mercury part. You could be of two minds and going back and forth around. There's something here like this Aquarian energy that is asking you to take a risk and discover how to bring life to the creation, to the things that you're trying to give birth to, like on a metaphorical, not actual like literal having a baby, but like your creations, your desires, your aspirations, the things that make your heart go, the things that make you go, that right there, you're like, you could be noticing that those are the things that fuel your soul, that feed your soul. So you're like, I'm gonna take a gamble and a risk, and I'm gonna go after the things that really make me happy. And you know, this might be new territory for you since it's coming out of this Plutonian energy. So let's see the action steps. So on a spiritual level, resurrect your vision with the trust of a child. So, I mean, this could, look, okay. All right. I can relate to this thing right here. For example, I really have had an issue with these kids that are growing up with tablets and cell phones. Okay. To me, that's risky. But the knowledge and the wisdom, the knowledge that these children are being taught in that has kind of been mind-blowing for me. I mean, do I like it? No, I don't like it. It is of the times. I'm not trying to make excuses for it. But I will say this. For me, I have resurrected a business that I tried to start before the pandemic. And it just got like a wrench thrown in it. And then the pandemic hit. And then it's like, well, shit. So, well, now I am trying to get it back going. So I'm resurrecting it from the past, so to speak. Now, with what I have in mind, and this thing of, you know, bringing it back, let me just tell you that my niece, who's 8 years old, she just turned 8 last month in July, is like, she's helping me. I mean, this child is the only one in my circle of friends, in my circle of family, who is even the slightest bit interested in my soap making business. Okay? She's the only one. She asked me, you know, are we going to make soap today? Have you have we gotten everything online today? Have you gotten the TikTok page going yet? Have you put pictures on it? How many likes do you have on your videos? Well, Aunt Nay, if you do this right here, then you'll get this right here, and then that way you'll be able to have more promotion for the page. I mean, an 8-year-old, but it's because she's had her face in this daggone phone and tablet for, like, you know, of the times is how people are allowing their kids to be raised. So she's very smart in that aspect, and she's helping me a lot, okay? I had told myself like 2 days ago that when I decide to retire, I want to. I'm going to give this business to her. I mean, like, here, this is now yours, because she has helped me so much that, I mean, the soap stuff is like a part of me. It's now becoming a part of her as well. So, I mean, she's like I'll just tell you this, she's my number one and my first and right now my only employee outside of myself. So, you could be in the very same situation as I am. Is there something that you're doing, like your vision, where you have children around you that are like helping you picking up on that, and they're assisting you and helping you? Because I'm trying to tell you, I would definitely take action in that right there and resurrect whatever, like for me, for example, my soap business, how I started before the pandemic, was completely one way. And, now here I am 4 years later, starting back on it again, and I've completely changed my logo, I've changed my name, and I'm telling you, and I changed my soap recipes, and I'm glad I did. Like how the business was 4 years ago compared to now is like night and day, which is like this Plutonian energy, this resurrection, this death and rebirth thing. So you could really be noticing on a spiritual level that there is a lot of things that have shed and kind of faded out, and now it's like there's something new within you that's trying to wake up, that's trying to come to the surface. So whatever that there is for you, I would definitely suggest follow that. Now, on a mental level, you have get to the heart of what's new and different about fun, romance, and making art. So, I straight up serious. You'll have to tell me in the comments, but that's what I feel for you is going on. It's like, this is a death and rebirth. And for you on a mental level, you are seeing and realizing and having epiphanies and I think realizations about what's died and what's like the caterpillar. Like you're the butterfly coming out of the caterpillar. I feel like you've been out of the cocoon for a little bit, so a few weeks or so, maybe even a month. So now it's like, okay, I'm here, I'm acclimated. Now, what am I going to do? So now it's like you're down to a blank slate. Like, what is it now that you want to do? What's different? And whatever that is for you, it has to do with fun, romance, and making art. So whatever you've gone through, the things that you consider fun and romantic and, being creative, that is like having a whole new rebirth. Like I saw a flower opening. So whatever that is for you, get to the heart of it. What's new about it? What's different? Is the object, is it different? Is it new? Or is it you that's different and it's new? So whatever is different and new that's within you, take that and see how, use that and put your hands to the object and see what you can create. So on a physical level, do or die, you must use an unconventional way and do it dramatically. I just love how these karma cards are like, do or die, boy, you need to fuck some shit up, have some fun with it. So please, don't do as I said and like fuck shit up, okay? But this is telling you on the physical front, do or die, you need to use an unconventional way, which is not like the norm, okay? Steer away from the norm, do it dramatically, and go after your vision. All right, so your Avalonian Oracle message is Moon of Distillation. Now, I will read. Ooh, okay, let me see this one card. Retrieving the Sword. All right, so I'm going to say in August or something, you had some goal, some victory, and I feel like that brought about a transformation with you. Like you achieved it, you were able to release, and you were able to process and release the old and filter it out to where now it's like that part of you is completed and it's gone. Now you can get up and see where you want to go and move forward. So I'm going to say, looking at the bottom of the deck here, there's a lot of moons in this, your cards here. Like every card except one is a moon. So were you working with like moons in the past month or so? Because whatever you were doing in that moon cycle, those, whether it be like ritual or affirmation, like it was really powerful. It did something, because you have moon of evocation or evocation, moon of revelation and moon of activation. So something was brought to you and illuminated within like a full moon in the month of August. Whatever that revelation, whatever it was, it almost flipped a switch in you. This one you were asked, and so that switch,
it's now activated something.
So, this moon of distillation, this is,
this has yarrow in it. So with this, yarrow was prized by many ancient cultures as a kind of panacea or heal-all. It is best known for its ability to staunch bleeding and to prevent wounds from becoming infected. Folkloric uses of yarrow associated with divination in the British Isles. Yarrow leaves were placed over the eyes to bring about sight to see into the other world. And you are like the ruler of the other world. So I honestly feel like something opened up for you last month. It could have been around that Lionsgate portal. You know, they say around the Lionsgate portal, the veil is thin. So I feel like something, and you know, it could have also been like shadow, your shadow self. Like it was activated, something within the shadow was activated or opened or released. And then it's like you acclimated that, and it activated something within you, like coming together, a melding of the two. And now here you are in kind of like a newness. So, growth is often painful. Do not allow challenging situations to dissuade you from pursuing your goals. They are the testing grounds wherein we discover our inner strength and the resiliency of our mettle. Change brings wisdom, and wisdom brings change. The death of the old self is often required to allow the new self to be born. Limitations are shattered and long-held beliefs are proven false. Do not be afraid to let old order pass away to allow new energies to enter into your life. Let that which no longer serves you to fall away. It poisons your spirit and monopolizes your energy. You cannot receive a gift if your hands are already full. Replenish control over what the outcome will look like. Indeed, even the path you set out on can change unexpectedly. Embrace the changes and allow yourself to flow along with the current. We cannot always see the wisdom of the universe at work, but must trust that in the end, we are always where we most need be. All right, so there is definitely like that Plutonian energy, that death, that rebirth that is with you this month. Like the old you is gone, and now it's like, and honestly, I don't know where you are within this where you are within this transformation, but I'm just going to tell you this: if you, they say there's like 3 steps to being like butterfly medicine. There's the death. Well, there's like the nesting phase, and then you're in the cocoon, the death phase, and then you come out of the cocoon and it's the new phase. So it's like you're going to know within your energy how your energy is where you are. So you'll know if you're like in the beginning of the process, if you're in the middle of it, or if you just come out of it. So if you know where you are within that process, then you know how to navigate yourself and where you're going. So if you are, like, let's say, if you're in the beginning parts of it, then you know that you should probably clean, tidy up your place, your surroundings, because that'll help clear your energy, and then lay down and rest a little bit. And then if you are in the cocoon stage, then maybe it's time to take some naps and rest. And then if you are in the where you've just come out, then allow yourself time to get acclimated with your new bearings, because sometimes I know when I go through that phase right there, because like I'll be wonky, like my equilibrium will be off, and it's like I'm having to adjust and get acclimated with the wobble or the vertigo, or, you know, even sometimes my body has felt foreign, you know, and it's like, man, did my body get an upgrade? And then I just have to work with my body for a few days. But you will, if you allow and don't stress over it or worry about it, you'll get acclimated to it. You'll get used to it. And then it's like, man, I feel like a sprung chicken. So, now let's go ahead and start your crystal tarot reading. And, you know, this can be geared around general, or it can be love. We're going to see what you have. These cards, also, I do not read in the reverse. Alright, so we have okay. There is, this month, some type of coming together, a celebration, a reunion. This, I'm going to say, whatever you've been through has left you wounded. So, you literally have, like, you could have that mentality. I'm going to give it one more time. That's all I got. It's one more try. That's it. So, there is wounding and there is being guarded. Now, if you are a female here, then the wounding could very well stem from a masculine energy, because we do have the Emperor here in the challenge. Now, if you are worried about a third party, okay, I would say then that there is a third party. This masculine is struggling. He's being challenged by the two options, because he would be, you know, him and then two other females. There is a challenge here. And he may not feel or think that he's got the energy or the stamina to be able to handle this anymore. It could be somewhat burning him out. This masculine energy could very well have two feminine options here. But whatever this is, it has not been an easy process. In the first half of the month, acknowledging of your inner self, the mature part of you that's loving and yet firmly guides. So the first part of September, first week in September, is the Strength card. So I used to couldn't stand getting this card, and then I, you know, learned what the Strength card was, and then I started to respect it, and then I started to appreciate it. So it's like, whatever life puts you through, it's whatever has happened to you, it has made you into a beautiful being. Okay, so whatever it was that you've been through, it's sculpted you within, internally. It on the external, you look as though you've been through a lot, but it's like it looks good on you. Like, you know how sometimes, like, the wear and tear of life, you know, it can make or break us. And in your scenario, in this case, it is like almost about damn near trying to break somebody. Okay, so whatever you've been through has not been easy. It's been difficult. Okay, it has very well, I think, weathered you a little bit, but you're carrying it well. Okay, so just know that this month, the whole month of September, you're going to have people coming and going. People from the past, because Mercury retrograde's coming up on the 10th. That's in a few days. So you could have celebrations, parties, work gatherings, social commitments, and like exes returning from the past. That's going to be on the forefront. Whatever you've been through in the past couple months has definitely taken a toll on you. Okay. Now, I would say that you are handling it pretty well. I would still try to do some self-care, which would be like some healing baths or rituals, do some cleanses. Whatever you've been through, though, I'm telling you, first half of the month, it's really made you blossom into, or you're going to notice, you'll be able to see like the first portion of September how you become, and you know, you may not even really be fully aware of it, but it's like, you know, at some point in time you may have the epiphany or realization, man, I'm actually glad I went through that, because look at how it made me. So the middle part of the month, there's going to be a ton of collaboration. You may be having to juggle, because I mean, there's 3 here and 3 here. So there is, I'm telling you, if there's a masculine here with 2 feminines, these feminines are both wearing his ass down. Like he's weathered from having to juggle and collaborate with these 2 chicks. So I'm just gonna say that, like, it has not been easy on him. One of them is like all work and no play, and the other one is all play and no work. One's more serious and one is more lighthearted. So the end of September, there is a completion. There are things coming full circle for you. There's healing, and this could be for you or it could be for this emperor. Now, if you are single and you're not dealing with a guy, and if you're not dealing with a girl, okay, if you are completely single, then there's parts of you that are being observant, organized, and disciplined. Like you're focusing upon the structure in your life. Now, if you are dealing with the masculine, then this dynamic, it could be your dad, your grandfather, a boyfriend, a husband, whatever. So this relationship does need like repairing. There is a reunion or collaboration, something coming together with a masculine in the month of September. Now, in the first part of the month, you may not have communication from this masculine, so you are like a little burned out, but it's coming. I would say that either by the middle of the month, toward the end of the month, it's definitely coming. Like, you, by the middle of the month, may just be focused upon work, so you're all work and no play, and then the energies, especially with like this Mercury retrograde, brings him back in. So I would say, like, you might be working your ass off, and then out of the blue, you receive communication from him or her. So anyways, but by the end of the month, there will be a coming full circle with this masculine. Lord Jesus. Okay. Bottom of the deck, there is a shit ton of messages and people. So, for you this month, this is you. We have the Lovers. So, you could be paying attention to, you could be, well, I mean, we've got this Mercury retrograde. That's the perfect time to really reevaluate situations and people in your life. You could be doing that this month. Follow your heart, as love and relationships may be your focus now. You will have choices to make, and an important decision is in the offing, which will have life-changing effects in the long term as you commit to it. It is also a period in which you will notice opposites in everything around you. This is the way of nature. You will be aware of the different sides in any argument or dispute, and you can use these observations to resolve any conflicts. The Lover card has an astrological association with Gemini, which mirrors the Lovers. It is the sign of bonding, but be aware of its frivolous nature. This is an example of the yin and yang of your life, dualities, good and bad, at the same time, balancing each other. Something will happen to give you a deeper understanding of your self-value, and you will feel more complete. And see, I feel like that complete energy is what this completion over here at the end of the month. So there's going to be a lot of communication coming in around you this month. It's going to be coming in out of nowhere and out of the blue. You will have you'll also have a new way of seeing the world. Your mind inspires a new idea or invention. The sword cuts through illusion in your mind, bringing clarity to your thoughts, whilst your base chakra drives you forward, creating new opportunities for you. You may find that you need to face some truths along the way and be very honest with yourself. But any new projects will be worth pursuing. So whatever projects and things you're working on this month, I feel there's a lot of collaboration, a lot of work over here about the middle of the month. And it's like, whatever you're doing in this, people are taking notice. And so is like, there could be, especially if there are a lot of men around you, like brothers, uncles, fathers, grandfathers, even cousins, they are noticing these masculine energies. They're noticing your craft and how hard you're working. They're paying attention to you while you work. And they're I feel like taking notes and taking stock. You are going to hear, I feel like some of them are going to start telling you how good of a job you are doing, or they're just going to be complimenting you on what you're doing. You may need to kind of rest and rejuvenate like the first part of the month. But by the end of the month, I feel like you're going to feel like something that was old and outdated is going to come full circle, complete, and end. Now, you do have fears around this change. You're hoping that it's a good change and everything moves smoothly, but you also have to keep in mind that, like this card over here, like I just read, there is the law of nature. So you've got to, even though there's bad shit, there's also going to be good shit, It's like you have to strive for balance during the two and hope for the best. Now, your outcome. You have the Magician. So either you are dealing with an Aries, or, yes, I think the Magician is an Aries energy. So this is bringing your desires into form. You've got, the Wand of Inspiration, the Cup of Imagination, the Sword of Discrimination, and the Pentacle of Manifestation. So you are really able to depict and change and manifest that you wish, all the things that you wish. Yep, and then there's my rooster out there confirming. It's time. This is your time. The start of something successful. What you do now is important, since it will create your future. This is a time of magic and creativity in your life. The right time for magic to happen in any sphere of your life, work, home, and relationships. You are ready to begin to realize your full potential, and now would be a good time for you to study projects and subjects that will shape your future. But be aware of other people's motives in a selfish world. And look, we have the World card. People have their own motives at heart and are out for what they can get. You have control over your life if you seek it, or realize you always had it. Creative ventures such as art, music, and the media are favored here. Woo! So, whatever business ventures or side hustles you've been considering, they're going to be on the forefront for this month. Now, keep in mind, Mercury retrograde here is during the month of September. So it's a 3-week time period. Don't sign any contracts or make any big purchases, because if you do, then they will come back up later to either wreak havoc, to change it up, or to get repoed, or something, okay? So don't ever make big purchases and sign contracts during the Mercury retrograde, because they're not set in stone. Even though you've signed them, they're in a wonky, reversed energy. And once the energy or the momentum rights itself, it's like, the whatever you signed and agreed upon, it changes. It has to also change, and usually that change that comes through is not it's a rough change. Anyways, all right. So you have the ability to manifest everything you want this month, okay? Even if it's like the return of a masculine energy, they will be coming back this month. You over here are definitely, you could be dealing with a fire sign, It almost seems like this month you may be waiting on a message from this person, and trust me, this message is going to come in. And then when it comes in, I don't know if either this message is going to cause somebody to take off and go forth. Now, whether that's go forth and coming to you, or whether that's you coming forth and going somewhere else. But your emotions will be very mature this month. Your energy should be good and level. And you do have a momentum and capabilities to really go forward and push forward this month. Okay, what is the Three of Cups here for Scorpio in September? And of course, my chicken's out there like calling. Have you been calling somebody? Okay, so you got into an argument with the masculine. Or if you're a masculine watching this, you got into an argument with the feminine. But there was an argument here. And I'm just going to say this. In the dynamic of the female, for the female, it was not your fault. You didn't do anything wrong. This masculine was in the wrong. I mean, this might have been somebody you were married to, but you had somewhat of a partnership with this person. And whatever it did, whatever happened in the past, I feel like it broke your trust with this person. What is this Nine of Wands here for Scorpio in September? What is this Nine of Wands? And see, look, and then this daggone argument card flipped over again. So, definitely an argument that led to a breakup or something. Yep, look, there it is. So, there was, I'm going to say, you had an argument with a masculine who was very cold and cutthroat. Some secret came to light, which really fucked shit up for you. So either you left or he left. And it's left you very wounded and guarded. What is this Strength card here for Scorpio in September? What is this Strength card for Scorpio in September? Yep, there you are. Okay, so the feminine here, you were very much in your Empress energy. You were very much looking good. Whatever has happened to you has really, I almost want to say it needed to happen. Whether it was good or bad, whatever the case, it had an effect on your evolvement. I'm not saying involvement, your evolvement, like your evolution. Like, whatever happened to you, it made you into this beautiful, majestic queen, like empress, okay? If this situation had not have happened, you would not look this good. You would not be this strong within your feminine self. You wouldn't know your worth if you hadn't been through this. So, I would say it was necessary, and it has made you stronger. You are stronger than what you realize. I'll just say that. Like, she's got, both hands up in this lion's mouth. Like, come on, I got you here. Open it up. Yep, we can do this. And that's exactly how you are the first part of September. Now, what is this Three of Pentacles here for Scorpio in September? What is this Three of Cups here for Scorpio in September? Woo! All right, so there's going to be a lightning strike. This is like the tower. Shit's going to get fucked up some way, shape, or form. And I don't know if, okay. All right. This has to do with this masculine coming back. So this masculine, he broke something within you and then left. He broke something within you that could not be repaired. Okay? It fucked up your marriage. It fucked up your relationship. You may feel like God has forsaken your marriage, so to speak, or you or your relationship. This broke your heart, whatever this was. And I'm just going to say that this shakeup and lightning strike could be the fact that this is when this masculine comes back, and he may come in and be like, I'm sorry, I fucked up, please forgive me, can we work on this? But you are very wounded, and I feel like there's a switch in you that's been flipped. So you may not be as open or receptive to taking this masculine back. All right, what is this world here for Scorpio in September? What is this world card here for Scorpio in September? All right, the broken mirror, but it's in reverse. So the damage has been done, but this world card, this will bring a completion to whatever broke within you, like this dynamic here. There will be a completion, a healing that comes in from this scenario. All right, what is this Lover's card? The Vice card here for Scorpio in September. What is this? All right, so this masculine, yep. All right, so someone that you had a disagreement with, because we've got Cupid, the marriage card, and a message. This masculine is going to message you. He is even going to offer to take you out. He's going to try and give you flowers. He's really going to try and smooth this over with you this month, okay? So the choice is yours, though, whether you want to take him back or not. Now, what is this Ace of Swords? This is a new beginning in communication with this masculine, with him coming back. So let's see what this communication is from him. Okay, so I'm going to say that he's going to want to talk to you about where he fucked up. Okay, so this conversation, yep, here's my rooster out here making his announcement. So do you hear this? All right. Cookie, that's enough licking. All right, so he wants to have a conversation on what he fucked up in the relationship dynamic. This may be a little hard for you to have this conversation with him, but I feel like it is necessary. Like, you do need to at least hear him out. What is this Magician card for Scorpio in September? I do feel this masculine is going to be coming in where he's very open emotionally. He's very passionate. All right, so we have the Sun in the reverse. Okay, again, this is all about this masculine coming back. Okay, you have the ability, whether you decide to be with this masculine or not is going to be completely up to you. Whether you decide to give him a second chance is completely up to you. Okay, you have the Sun card. You may be a little sad or a little depressed about this masculine, but just know, do not let this sadness or this depression over this masculine do a number on you or take a toll on you, because you have the Magician energy here. You have the power to create and make whatever you want. Your life is yours to do what you want to with it, okay? So just be aware that even though you're out here trying to make shit happen, there could be a little bit of sadness that tries to creep in from, especially if this masculine comes in and you're like, nah, the damage is done, okay? I'm not doing this no more. I'm done. And you decide to go your own way, then you have the ability to manifest everything and go wherever you want and do whatever you want. But there could very well be a little bit of sadness that creeps in from the rejection part. That's from you rejecting them. This masculine is definitely going to come back in and offer you flowers and try to sway you. But I feel like the damage has been done, and I feel like you're also able to see where they were sly, where they were sneaky. where they lied. And, you know, you may really feel like God or the universe, whatever your religion or your beliefs around that is, your higher power, however you see that, you may feel like your higher power really showed you something, showed you this person's true colors. And maybe that's something that you don't want to repeat or go back to. So, the decision is ultimately going to be yours this month. I feel like, whether you take this masculine back or not. This masculine, I feel like, is coming in hot to take you back, but you may not be so susceptible to it. Alright, Scorpio, I apologize for your reading being late. Hopefully it was well worth the wait and that you'll come back. So please give if you like this reading, give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to my page. If you would like to leave a tip, that information is in the description box. If you'd like to follow me on Facebook, that information is in the description box. Take care. Namaste.